Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will be working with the Stick It Dan October 2021 double page sketch. And I pulled some items together just to match these two layouts I have previously created, because I'm telling a story over a number of pages and I wanted today's layout to go well with the other two layouts in style and colour. So I'm just going through the items I have chosen. I don't really have a plan at this time. I just pulled out some papers and embellishments from my stash that I thought might go well with the theme. And here I'm just looking at the photos and the sketch again for reference. So initially I was thinking about using a pattern paper background and perhaps piece more than one papers together, but in the end I decided to go for a cardstock background and then layer some pattern paper on top according to the sketch. So here I'm just looking at the colours I selected and making decisions about which might go best with the layout. And I seem to be leaning towards the green shades, although I am considering some of the pink ones, but there just doesn't seem to be enough contrast between the pink paper and the beige background. So in the end, I go with the green and I choose quite a neutral pattern for the background. And then I choose a different shade of green for matting my photos onto. So these photos are for the right hand side of the layout, and because I changed the size of the layout and the orientation of the photos accordingly, I had to make some changes to the sketch as well, so it's slightly different. And I did do a lot of fiddling around with these photos, so I did cut some of it out from the process video. In here I made a final decision of the positioning and I already adhered the photos onto the mat, so I'm just making a start on the photos on the left hand side. And instead of using 4 photos with a vertical orientation, I'm using 2, and I'm sort of slightly overlapping these on top of each other, just as I did on the right hand side. And I matted this on a pale pink, slightly peachy pattern paper, and retrospectively that wasn't perhaps the best idea because it was just blending in too much in with the background. So later I rectify it by layering it onto another piece of pattern paper just to create some contrast. So I struggled quite a bit to make a start on the embellishment process. I really wanted to use the Cluster of Butterflies acrylic piece as well as some embellishment pieces from an old Pink Paisley collection, but they just somehow didn't work on the layout at all. So instead, I found a suitable place for the journaling spot and also for the title, which is a bit of a topsy-turvy process for me because the title tends to be one of the last thing I will place on a layout. And then once that was done, it just seemed a little bit easier to start embellishing. So in the end, I went for a Simple Stories collection from earlier this year. It's one of their spring collections. And this is something I used on one of the other layouts that was shown earlier. So it made sense to use it on this one as well. And I used quite a large floral piece for the top left corner. And it was a happy coincidence because it was such a funny greenish yellow colour. I never thought I would use it on a layout, and it was just perfect for this one. And I tried to find similar embellishment pieces for the bottom right cluster, which worked quite well. And then I just added bits and bobs to the two main clusters. And I also created a small cluster of embellishments around the title. I completed the layout with some ink splatters, and because the title was a rose gold colour, I didn't want to use my usual gold ink splatters, so I used a greenish, yellowish colour from Heidi Swapp from the Colour Shine range. And then I did the journaling off camera as usual. So I hope you liked my process video. Don't forget to check out the Stick It Down blog for more inspiration throughout the months. And thanks for visiting. Bye now.